So we begin our meditation by moving inwards. As we breathe into the body and allow the body to relax down, as all the muscles are allowed to let go, and you feel that gentle relaxation in the body. And you just breathe, and with your focus upon the breath, you find yourselves moving ever more deeply inwards. You move ever more deeply into your own being. As you enter within, you discover that there is really no limit to how deeply within one can go, and the more deeply within we move, the more expanded we become. More opens up for us, and we find that from within we can access the whole universe. So it is, of course, an inner process, not an external one. We find everything within. We connect to everything within. So we breathe into our heart space. And the heart itself has no limit to its depth, and as we move ever more deeply into the heart, we find more and more stillness within. So put your hand now upon your heart, your high heart, and affirm, I am. I am. Ask your high heart to flow through you, to communicate with you, and surrender to that flow of love and light which is moving through your high heart. Recognize it as a higher aspect of your consciousness and ask to be raised up into the frequency of your high heart consciousness. And from our high heart, we send the energy of the high heart around our circle. As the heart energy moves through our group, connecting us all into the one heart. And we invite all the Arcturians that are present with us to join in our circle through the open heart. And we all experience how our own heart energy expands, and we feel its power within as we come into oneness, into unity, to work as one, the power of a group energy. Move your focus upwards to the top of your head, and with your intention, we connect through our circle, through our higher mind. And we ask heart and mind to be as one. The love from the high heart, the light from the higher mind, joining together. Love becomes light, light becomes love. They are one. And if you feel that perhaps you've not moved upwards into higher heart and mind, simply ask for higher thoughts, higher feelings, as you shift out of the lower personality into the being of a higher place in your multidimensional self, a frequency above the usual human mind and self. You enter into a higher aspect of self. So you may feel that energies are moving within you, that your etheric body is being adjusted. So you simply allow this to take place of its own, as your Arcturian guides and teachers work with you. Their crystal temple is around our circle, around each one of us, and the starship Athena is above. Allow the body to remain relaxed as they send down from Athena higher frequency energies, clearing your aura, bringing your bodies into balance, emotional, mental, physical and spiritual, as you are cleared, realigned and recalibrated to a new frequency. The brilliant light of your higher mind continues to shine brilliantly. And the love through your high heart continues to flow. So simply rest within, nothing to do, nothing to get, nowhere to go. As you increasingly surrender and come into that place of allowance, you ask for nothing, for there is nothing that you need. You exist in your I Am presence within this now. And you fill with ever more light as the light of self is able to descend. So the light within continues to build. You let go of all need to do. You simply receive, as all is given by grace, as all is done not by you, but through you, and you experience that divine flow moving through you, always in flow, always in movement. As we come together within the crystal temple, as we look into the crystal, it shines more brightly as we focus upon it. The temple masters connect with us and send their transmission into our third eye as we gaze upon the crystal, and the light of the crystal grows ever more brilliant. No need to try to interpret what you are receiving. And as you receive, your frequency is rising. So we are all filled with the light of spirit as the transmissions continue to flow, as we continue to be activated. And as the energy of the group continues to build, so let us all focus now upon the work in the Pyrenees, as you hold within your vision the mountains, the forests, the valleys, the rivers. As we expand our consciousness upwards and outwards, beyond the small human self, into the greater self, your consciousness, your I am, your light, moving into the Pyrenees, and we are all there in consciousness, in our higher selves. We have all arrived. We connect with the consciousness of the trees, with the consciousness of the mountain, your high heart connecting to the heart of the mountain, your higher mind connecting to the consciousness of the mountain. The consciousness within the mountain is in oneness with all the mountains. As this connection spreads throughout the mountains, and with the high heart and higher mind, we connect to the animals, to all the animals, the birds, the insects, the cattle, and so on, from the biggest to the tiniest. We connect, heart and soul, connecting to all life. And we connect to the etheric realm. To the elementals. To the elements. And all these realms of Gaia bring their consciousness to ours. To participate in this work. We connect now to the heart and soul, to the core of Gaia, and to the consciousness of her crystal kingdom. As the multidimensional consciousness of her crystalline core receives a further activation and rises into our sphere of consciousness. And you feel the heart of Gaia within your heart. So connect now, or become more aware, shall we say, of the Arcturian energy that is here in this place, these mountains and valleys, for miles and miles. A huge expanse. Athena is, of course, above. As we connect now to the many galactics, the many starships, as you open to them, rising upwards in consciousness. And we also invite to join us, please, Lord Sananda, all the Ascended Masters who wish to be present to assist. Angels and archangels, star beings and cosmic beings, and we ask please for Lord Maitreya, so allow yourselves now to be in peace, at rest, in stillness, simply to be. And as you let go of the self, merging into pure light in consciousness, free from self, free from any agenda, become a servant to a higher purpose. As you become a facilitator as a starseed to the greater good. To this magnificent activation, as you simply allow yourselves to be that open channel. All together, we become a corridor of light, an open channel. Remember your grounding to Gaia, to Mother Earth, as we simply allow now the waves of energy to come through as we rest in stillness. As the first wave begins to move through your heart, you may even be aware that a higher aspect of yourself is on Athena. And a second wave comes through, higher than the first one. And these waves are moving through the heart to Gaia. As you surrender into the body, into your being, there's no resistance to the flow of the divine. As the higher realms do their work through you, bringing the fifth dimension into the third. All necessary healing and clearing that needs to take place throughout this area is being accomplished. And the frequency rises yet again. The mountains are participating. Bringing a huge consciousness surrender to all that is taking place. Simply allow the energy to move. And the violet fire is there, is here. We ask Lord Merlin to bring lightness to our work, that feeling of lightness, of joy, of magic that is taking place, to lift our energy into joy. And so much love as the Christ consciousness pours in from so many beings. As this love flows through you, raising the frequency yet again. Fifth dimension is merging into the third. Remain that open channel, totally relaxed and surrendered. And again, another frequency enters. Everything becomes lighter. And this lighter energy is the movement Become aware of your navel, of your foundation, your abdomen, of Mother Earth. And rest now. As you all begin this final elevation, to be experienced. Another wave. The energy changes yet again. And you rest a while in allowance, gently allowing the continued flow of light moving through you. Return to the joy of Merlin as he fills us with his lightness, his joy, his magic, and he sends his energy of magic and joy and lightness throughout this huge area. And still, energy continues to flow in. And Gaia rises into your heart, and she connects to the flow from above. And her energy flows out into the galaxy. The golden white light is everywhere. And you begin to relax. You become filled with the gold and white light of the Christ itself. And you gradually return to the physical body filled with gold and white light. And it moves around our circle. Be the light that you are, expanded above the little me, the being of higher purpose, in service to the higher realms, as we each bring the light of Christ into the earth, through all her life systems, through all her realms, starting core, as we feel that downward connection through the earth and into her core, as we each return to being fully present within one's physical body, a being of light within a physical body, a vessel which holds our consciousness. So when you feel you are ready, let us all begin to open our eyes and give thanks for all that has been achieved.